Alright people, it's time to update everybody on my growing stuff, my plants. My peach tree, my butter beans. I got a little compost over here. I'm gonna turn that and make that into some good compost here pretty soon. I'm gonna try to amend this dirt that my wife and my son dug up. But let's go over here to the garden. I just showed y'all Kingston a little bit. Let's go to the garden and show y'all what I'm working with over here. I just planted this stuff about maybe three weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. Not that long ago. But I'm planning for this to be my watermelon patch and my cucumber patch. I got a watermelon growing there and another small watermelon growing there. And I got cucumbers over here. They're not doing great, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And over here, I have my peppers. Poblano in the back there, habanero right there in the front, jalapeno right there, and a big. I had to prune this one. It had some leaves on it that wasn't too good. So, and that's my big Bertha bell pepper. And this is a regular bell pepper right here. Over here I have 2 Cherokee Tomatoes. Well, it's actually one. I always tell you guys, if you buy transplants from Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, Tractor Supply, try to buy a container with more than one plant in it. This container that I bought, the tomatoes, had 2 tomatoes. And they were kind of like growing together, so I just separated them. And I just moved that transplant because my cabbage was here before. This one was over here, but I dug it up because I have a huge a huge squash growing right next to it. So I had to move it down a little bit. But it should start putting out some tomatoes pretty soon, both of them. I got a few, if you look down in here, I got a few. If you look back over there, one there, squash. I got a squash here, a little one growing there, some more squash, and this one over here, this plant is loaded already. So I'm gonna have a lot of squash pretty soon. This is another squash plant. This is a zucchini, another zucchini. I'm not even sure. I think that might be another squash, but I got zucchini and squash in this bed. All right. And over here, my corn is growing pretty good. I had to come out this morning, and when you plant corn, you plant more than one seed. But when they start getting about to this size, you want to separate the smaller ones. So I just cut out the smaller ones and left the bigger ones in each hole. And over here, I just planted more corn because I had herbs. I had all kind of herbs growing over here: oregano, cilantro, parsley, basil. I had all kind of, and it's still growing, but the grass is kind of like outpacing the. See, I have one right here that's popping up. I don't know what it is, but anyways, I planted corn on top of that, so this bed is going to be totally corn with some herbs growing underneath it. So yeah, I just wanted to come on real quick and give you guys an update. I always talk about growing food, growing your own food, knowing how to grow your own food. Your sustainability is very important. If you don't know how to sustain yourself, then you might die if we go into one of those situations like the Great Depression where there wasn't any food. You can't grow your own food. You might die. That's pretty important. So anyways, and I grew this peach. I don't know if y'all know, but I grew that from a seed. I grew that in a seed in one of these containers, and it popped up, and I'm like, is that a peach? I didn't know if it was a peach or not. So, and then I discovered it was a peach, and so I just planted it in the ground when it got big enough. This is my pineapple plant, and this thing is just huge. It's having some browning issues because of the sun. I had this in the house all winter. I just brought it back out about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. But it's doing well now. It's doing very well. I'm thinking about planting it in the ground. but we'll see. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm gonna go and put together a video, but seriously, people, seriously, look at this little garden over here across the yard. I grow so much food. I had a cabbage today, and I'll put a picture of it in this video. The cabbage was, I'll show you the picture, but the cabbage is huge. And I'm just now discovering that you can eat the outside leaves as well as the cabbage on the inside. You can eat the outside leaves as collard greens. So I got collard greens and I got a big head of cabbage. I took the collard greens, cleaned them off real good, cut them up, put them in the refrigerator. But the cabbage, we had that for dinner, and that was good. It wasn't store-bought cabbage. You see this dog? This dog loves to be in the presence of a camera. I don't know what. He thinks he's human. This is my wife, Boston Terrier, Kingston. He's kind of undersized for a Boston Terrier. He's about 20 pounds, I guess. But every time you break out a camera, a phone, he's there somehow. Anyways, y'all be blessed, man. If y'all liking the content, hit that like, subscribe, share, that notification bell, the whole nine. This is Anthony L. Kelly. Look at that. You know, once you hang out in the yard, I was gonna go, but I saw that bird fly by. Once you hang out in the yard a lot, in your backyard, you get to realize you got birds that live in the neighborhood too. Like the same birds. I see the same birds over and over. We got 2 doves that come from that tree over there, and they'll come and they'll go in my garden and eat the bugs. And hummingbirds. I got hummingbirds. See the 2 doves? I just talked about them. See them right there? Yeah, they just flew into the shot as soon as is it? Yeah, as soon as I spoke about them, they just showed up. You see? Those are 2 doves. They're like partners. Yeah. They fly back and forth, but they live in that tree right there. That's a weeping willow right there. Anyways, I don't mean to bore y'all to death. I'm gonna put this little video together and take a shower and just get ready for my game. Y'all be blessed. This is Anthony L. Kelly, ALK. I'm out.